to Prison Architect, everybody. Welcome back to Bog Slammer. We're back. Okay. And we were doing protective custody, right? You know? We had some walls and stuff, you know, that weren't quite built. We had no lights, no electricity, and we're starting to run low on money. So, here's the plan. We are going to wire across some electricity from whichever generator is... Oh, not that one. This one. Definitely not the bottom one. The bottom one is dumb. I don't think we can do anything else with the bottom one. It's at absolute max power. Jesus Christ, we were pretty close to getting shut down there. That's a good job I checked that. So we're gonna run our power in, because this stuff takes them forever to install, right? So we're just gonna, you know, haphazardly do that. I think that'll be fine. Maybe up there as well, so we can put some lights in the yard, because this is protective custody, you know. These guys have helped us catch some crims, and they deserve a little bit of respect, a little bit more respect than some of the other prisoners get. So they'll get light, you know. I think light is one of those necessities of the human rights. But we have a few bits of kind of, I don't know, business to deal with. So first of all, I think there may be some doors that don't have door servos on, or possibly aren't connected to anything. Let's have a little look. Where's the door servo thing? Let's do a connect. Right. So this isn't connected. We're going to put that on there. I think that one is connected. Right, that's fine. What about over here? We've got plenty of doors without door servos on them, of course, because we put a whole new bunch in. So let's get those on the go as well. While we're here, we need what? Utilities? Yeah, there we go. Door servo. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go and see who we've got to put in here as well. We've got to build an office for the lawyer. We should check the temperature of everything as well. I think that's probably a good idea. We're not going to put one on the little doors. I think just the big doors is fine. And we should have work orders in place to put in these walls. I mean, are they doing them, or yes? Looks like it. Just very... Oh, not this one though. Just very slowly. And we can get rid of the planning. Let's get rid of the planning. So that goes... All of that goes as well. There we go. Nice. Now, deployment. Okay, well, everything's looking good. I did have to... Before I signed off last time, the library and the laundry and the shop had stopped being minimum because, you know, we destroyed the walls and stuff. But if we set... Let's just do protective custody like that. There we go. So that's nice. Let's have a look at prison. Oh, look at this. Of course. We moved these rooms around so nobody is assigned to work in them anymore. Oh my god, listen to that noise. So many jobs to assign. Oh. Right, nice. Okay. We've got all the maximum jobs in the kitchen. There's none in the shop because we destroyed the wall, I guess. Okay, I think that's good. What about... No, not intelligence. Let's have a look at our guard patrols. Okay, so we probably want to get a guard patrol in the cleaning cupboard, right? So let's get the cleaning cupboard in there as well. We want to extend this guard patrol into the laundry room, so we can keep an eye on them. And we're going to get rid of that one, but we're going to assign an extra guard to this route, because it's quite long at the end of the day, isn't it? It's a big route. We want to make sure that they can have it nicely covered. And I think maybe another garden visitation could be a good idea. Good idea as well. I think, in fact, if we do that, split that, we'll take him off, put 2 on there, and just leave 1 on that one. I think that's better. How many spare guards have we got? We've only got 2 spare guards now. So I think we'll leave that at that. We've still got... I mean, why is nobody on this CCTV camera? Is anybody coming? At all? Should we just hire a new... We could just hire it. Let's just hire a new guard. I don't know why nobody's on this camera. No, go here. Go here. Do this. Do this job. If you... Fine. You're sacked. Quickest employment and firing in prison architect history, probably. But who knows? I mean, I guess a misclick Misclip might have the same result. We've got a door servo here, not connected to anything. Great. And we've got a door without a door servo on it, which is even better. There we go. Now, has this got power? This has got power. Okay, it must be the door servo that's blinking then. And we need a lawyer's office. So here's the thing about this lawyer, right? Off camera, we had a little chat, you know. I welcomed into the prison, and he told me, he said, "Oh yeah, I mean, I got this job because one of your ex-prisoners actually put me forwards." And I was like, "Oh yeah," and he said, "Yeah, it was my auntie. I think you know her name was Doherty." And I mean, my face dropped. Obviously, we all know who Doherty is. We all remember the scourge of Doherty. But it turns out that he actually represented Doherty. She gave me a little call, you know, when I got home. I don't know how she got my home number. I honestly scared the shit out of me. I don't know how she got my home number, but it's fine. You know, it turns out, like, when she came to our prison, all she actually did was have some unpaid parking fines. You know? As in, she just had a bunch of fines that she just hadn't paid, you know. I think she said she'd parked up outside, you know, a charity shop to drop some stuff off. It was a bit of a misunderstanding. And she asked her nephew, you know, she knew he was training to be a lawyer. So she asked him to come in and just to represent her, to give her an opportunity to you know, say her word, to give him an opportunity to go into court. And it turned out that, like, she ended up being pinned for all these different crimes, you know, like I can't remember what she was in here for, but it was like murders or something. And actually, yeah, she hadn't done any of them. It was just her nephew's fault. And now we've hired him as a lawyer to represent our prison. So I mean, you know, fine. She asked me just to give him a chance. She was like, he's never going to learn if he doesn't get a chance. So here's what I'm thinking, right? We're going to make him the receptionist of this area here, of this infirmary. But we're going to tell him that this is his fancy lawyer's office, okay? And he's not going to know any better. As far as he's concerned, you know, it's going to be a fancy lawyer's office, but actually in reality, it's our reception. So I think that's the best way that we can keep him working here happily, you know? If we give him, well, I mean, he's going to need a light, isn't he? Because that one's going to get taken down. So let's just put one there. And what else? What else could we give him? I want to give him a table, maybe a couch. A couch so people can come talk to him about their legal matters. Although I wouldn't necessarily recommend it, honestly. It's probably not a good idea. And no, there's no point in having a window. It doesn't need a shower. Maybe a radio. Radio could be nice. We've got to put these back down as well. I mean, maybe we should do that now. So I think we need a radio in each of the working rooms, right? So one in the library, one in the laundry as well. That looks good. One in the shop. If we do this, we can keep track of where they are better. Now, each of the common rooms has got what? TVs? Oh, this one doesn't have a TV. Why did we get... Oh, we gave them a TV there, of course. It's in the super canteen. So we're not going to give them a radio. I think they'll be fine without the radio. If we just stick to putting them in the working rooms, then it will be much easier to keep track of. If any wily, you know, radio DJs want to, I can't remember what they were doing, broadcasting like propaganda against prison officers or something, some BS like that, you know, then we'll be able to take them out quickly. We'll know where they all are. I think the kitchens should have a radio as well, because the chefs, you know, we pay them to work here, but they need entertaining. Especially if they've got to put up with, you know, the likes of Holly Brown and whatnot working for them. So, kitchens and workstations have all got radios. We've got a lawyer's office. Is this done yet? The chair's not quite installed. But once this is in, we'll have a lawyer's office for Doherty's nephew. I don't know what his name is, actually. I did forget to ask. I'm pretty useless with names like that. But I guess... We could just call him, like, Jesus Christ, look at his eyes. He's like, I mean, no wonder he gets business. Look at them. They're like piercing. I mean, you get lost in those eyes. They're like vampire eyes. So maybe we'll call him Harry. Harry the lawyer. Harry Turquoise. Oh, Mickey. No, we'll call him Mickey. Mickey Blue Eyes. Of course, it's the best name for a lawyer to represent a bunch of criminals. But right, we've got no electricity coming down here apparently. Let's run some electricity. This is the shower room though. I mean, we don't need electricity in the shower room, but I guess we're going to have to put it in there. And we should start allocating some of these rooms, I think. Let's get some lights on the go. Because we've done all the maintenance now. I think we're done with prison maintenance for the day. Instead, we're gonna make a start on something beautiful. I mean, this is going to be the kind of place that people want to come to. All right. The idea being that they're going to be more inclined to snitch on their friends. If they really want to fucking be here, you know, we're gonna have a sweet arcade for them to play on. We're gonna, you know, have a big TV and like lots of food, a really fucking nice yard. Honestly, it's gonna be awesome. Look, we're gonna put lights on either side of every door. Just one there, but we're gonna do that there as well, there and there, and probably just one in these back corners, I think, to light the place up nicely. So even outside, it's going to be brightly lit. And oh no, you know what we haven't done? We need to put some paths in, because look, we've got a shop here now. This needs to be like that. That looks good. We need a path just here for that. And something else we should do before I forget. We're going to dismantle this last solitary cell just here. Okay, we're going to make a new doorway coming in. We're gonna. No, we want to put grass down here and all the way here. We want to get rid of this room. No more solitary cell there, and we want to dismantle this object. Where is it? There it is. Can we? There we go. Dismantle the door. Now, concrete tiles all the way up here, please. I don't think it's going to do these because the wall's in the way. And I would like a large gel door just here. And utilities, a servo, just like that. That's going to be nice. You know, we've got a new entrance to come in here as well. Yeah. I just think it's more convenient. And it makes it look nicer. It's all symmetrical then. The lines all line up nicely. You know, we did the same thing over here. And we do at some point have to put foundations down for these solitary cells, though. Because they are just built on the dirt, basically. Which probably isn't the best, actually. I wonder if they could probably use that to their advantage to escape, right? I mean, if they're in there for an extended period of time, they're going to end up digging, I'm sure. And then we're going to be fucked, because they'll find an easy way out. And, you know, putting them in solitary isn't going to work anymore. But, in fact, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to put these CCTV cameras facing this way, so that we can get a good view on the cells as well. I think that's a good idea. We're going to put one just there. We'll put one like this. No. We'll put one up here, and one up here. One like that, and one like that. Jesus Christ, we're going to need a few CCTV monitors for this, though. That's unfortunate, isn't it? But I think this will work nicely. I think. I'm hoping this will work nicely. But now we've got the foundations down, we've got this deployment area set. Let's quickly get these dorm rooms set up, so that we can. Look, we're going to get dorms here. Let's just deploy all of the rooms so that we know what we're doing, shall we? Ooh, is that power dipping? That might be power dipping. We might have to take a look at that. Oh, look, power's dipping. Okay, right. We're gonna have to have a little think about this. What can we do? Because look, this is running on maximum. Oh, we've got space for capacitors. It's okay, guys. We've got space for capacitors. We can deal with this. We're just going to get 2 more capacitors for now. We are going to prioritise these jobs, though, because that's... We can't have the power going out in this place. That will be a disaster, you know? The girls will start climbing the fences. We won't know what's going on. The doors, they're not going to be able to open. And people are going to, like, starve in these little rooms that we've built. They'll become their graves. Oh, God, it's getting worse. It's getting worse. The canteen. Where is the common room now? Common room. I'm completely lost the common room. Let's just search for it. Ooh. That's not how you spell common room. It's funny, isn't it? Because like I'm sure I panned my mouse over the top of it, and when I did, I'm sure you guys were just like, "What the fuck? You've just gone past it." But genuinely, I couldn't see it. It just eluded me. That's all. And I think protective custody, they deserve a... Well, let's give them a laundry room so they can do their own laundry. We don't want them mingling with the prisoners at all, honestly. And this yard's pretty big. We might put another room up here, perhaps. Like, maybe give them a classroom, or... look at all this money. Give them a classroom, perhaps, or just... I don't know, something else. Something that could be quite nice, you know? Oh, the capacitors have gone online, it sounds like. That little telltale electric noise means we're back in the green on the power. Thank God for that. I mean, we've got space for one more capacitor, and when we've got more money now. Let's put it down now before I forget. And let's check. Okay, here's our prisoners. So we've got Kira Grant, Avery Chisholm, and Erin Itano. So we've got one cop and 3 snitches, basically. So I guess don't hurt me. What? They didn't know you were a cop? I mean, maybe that's the deal. Maybe she was on an undercover mission, you know. And Lily, get away from Itano. Okay, look, we're just going to pause it because I think Lily's getting rowdy. But yeah, I mean, Avery Chisholm, she was a cop, so maybe she was undercover on a mission that went bad, and maybe she managed to persuade Erin Itano and Kira Grant to snitch with her and get reduced sentences in our prison. But I mean, she was probably like trying to bust, I guess, like perhaps a Primark counterfeit clothing operation. I mean, that's aiming pretty low, right? If you're counterfeiting Primark clothes. But they needed to find out who was doing it anyway, because somebody asked for a criminal investigation, and that's what happens when somebody asks. You've got to do it. You've got to do what they tell you. And yeah, like I guess the bus just went wrong. You know, maybe the people they were trying to bust discovered who they were, or perhaps I don't know. Just something must have happened that went bad, screwed her over, and now she's in our prison, having to share a cell with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There's 10 of them in this cell. Okay, so that means we need to give them a couple of bits of luxury, don't we? Really? So let's give them a toilet first of all, because nothing says luxury like a toilet next to the front door. And I think maybe we could give them a chair, perhaps. I don't know. We don't want to block the beds, do we? Let's just leave it like that. I mean, the rooms are just going to be for sleeping in, right? So it's not. They don't need a lot of things in there. But at least then we can get the three stooges, you know, of the Primark counterfeiting world. Get them out of this holding cell and into proper quarters, away from Lily Clark, the psychopath. Wait, where did she go? Lily? Whoa, was she hounding Kira Grant in the corner, just out of view? Lily, you leave Kira alone, all right? She's done nothing to you, you psychopath. You're in here for 118 years. You deserve it, every minute of it. Where the fuck is Holly the Fox Brown? I need to know where Holly the Fox Brown is. She's done a runner. All right, we're gonna. Oh, there she is. Is that her? Oh, it's Dana Clearwater. What have you been doing? They found drugs on her. So, Dana Clearwater, why are you taking drugs in our prison? I don't want to know, in fact. We're going to build you guys the most disgusting, like, Supermax little area down here, you know. Bare minimum yard, I think. We'll give them, like, a cleaning job, but they have to clean up their own piss and shit, and we'll give them, like, really shit food, you know. Yeah, it'll be great. But that's all we're going to do for today, I think. Next time we're going to finally get the stuff dumped down in these rooms. Hopefully we'll get a little bit more money. We've got our lawyer's office set up now, which means that, you know, old Mickey Blue Eyes Doherty here, although of course his surname isn't Doherty, is researching death row for us, which is great. That means we can get executions on the go. And also he's manning the desk for the infirmary. Not that we get any visitors coming in, but at least he's there if we need him. So, yeah. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you're really enjoying this. We're nearly We're nearly done, aren't we? And then we're going to do escape mode, I think. That's going to be fun. I mean, we're still going to get some towers and stuff down, you know, and we can say goodbye to our prisoners and stuff. Get somebody executed, so that'll be good. But yeah, for now, that's it. And yeah, I will see you in the next video.